welcome to this amazing edition of Page by Page on Morayo Television. My name is Gratitude Imokwede. I know I will do this every single time. This is a show where we talk about the happenings across the states and in our society. And we'll be talking about something very heavy this morning, and that has been in the heart of Nigerians. With me is an amazing personality and my colleague to do justice to the said topic. How are you doing today, David?
Very well, thank you. And how are you?
I'm fine. Hope it's not an asshole getting down to the office this morning.
Well, it was because it's currently raining in Nigeria for those that are in Nigeria and those
Yeah,
that are in
especially
Lagos, most
Lagos.
especially because it was a lot. The rain started around 5 a.m. this morning when I was about leaving the house to the office. And then God dressed by the rain till I got to the office. But yeah, here we are.
Yeah, we are.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, my name is David Akigbe, and we are here on Page by Page, showing only on Romeria Media.
Thank you so much, David. Getting direct into our topic of discussion for today is a reaction to a particular video that has been so heavy. Like, it's been trending all morning. Talk about the special advisor to the president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, on policy and communication, Daniel Bwala, speaking on the adoption of students and teachers in Oyo State, Ori-Ile local government area. Let's watch this video to give our reactions to it.
In every state where a kidnapping takes place, the foundation for the complaint should start with that government.
Yes, and it's over 50 days, if I'm not mistaken. Those children are still in captivity. Is it that they are forgotten? Is there anything that can be done? Because they are suffering there.
We know they are alive and they are well. To bring them, to get them alive is much more important than whatever anybody is saying in the news. If you use lethal force, you may end up jeopardizing the life of the people that are kidnapped. When you have a case of what we call hostage taking, the number one responsibility of government is to rescue them and rescue them alive. But if we hear one person has been killed, then we'll have to use the other measures available.
Somebody was beheaded though.
Yes, so that incident that has happened of the person who was beheaded when they began. Now, I want to give you two scenarios, and I want to ask you to advise me. Should the government now forcefully begin bombing everywhere looking for them because one person was beheaded and there is a possibility that the rest will be killed? Or tell me what you think we should do.
Honestly, first of all, I would just like to say that he's giving the right bit of information, saying the right things the wrong way. And it certainly contradicted himself. He said in his statement right now that you cannot use lethal force to do these things, to rescue these people, these students and teachers, because other persons might get hurt. That you only would exert what they have planned or would prefer solutions when someone has been hurt. Then the lady said someone has already been beheaded. Then you now wait for that to say that can we now jeopardize the lives of so many Nigerians bombing everywhere when just one person? That is very unempathetic. That's a very unempathetic thing to say from the special advisor. But what do you have to say about this?
Just two things. One, the terrorist job is for them to kidnap, get them hostage and all of that. Then the job of the government is to rescue them. Both of them doing their own job. Now, when you say we should advise you, Daniel Bwala, you said we should advise you on what to do. There are many ways to get this thing done. You don't have to bomb, sir. You don't have to bomb the whole state to rescue students or the pupils that are in the forest. We have other ways. Now, in the Ogun State that we all stay, there's always this thing people used to do more. Oro. You will do Oro more. Even on the working days, they are always doing Oro. So what happened to you people taking the Oro to the forest? Yes. What happened to technology? There are drones. Why do you have to use bombing a whole village for you to now
Exactly
find?
my
No,
point.
sir, you are wrong. Advising you now, tell the governor and all the whole community leader, they should do Oro. We used to do Oro in Ogun State, sir. So if that's not possible, drone. Please, don't give us excuse of bombing and this as an excuse that that's the reason why you guys' eyes are tied for 50-something days now. Going to 3 months or 2 months, sorry. We have children in the bush because if we say forest self, it's looking like it's tush. In the bush, going through this, as in something that even adult self won't survive.
Yeah.
And then you said if there was anybody that was unalive, then you guys will go through another measure. And then we have someone that was even beheaded and nothing has been done. We have seen series and different kind of pictures, videos on TikTok, on Instagram from the captives. And then we are still sitting down and you're telling us that do you want us to bomb? Sorry, sir.
That was a very wrong way to put whatever he had in mind to say. And you know something? This administration is one which has so many at times tried to emulate other countries. Talking about the tax, talking about so many things like that. But why can't you try to incorporate technology into our system, into our society? He mentioned drones. He mentioned so many other things that can be done if we have the right certain amount of technology. You don't need to bomb the whole nation or bomb the whole state to get these people rescued. 39 pupils and 6 teachers. So what do you want us to do? You're asking us to advise you. Now we're pleading to you. We're telling you what to do. Try to incorporate, speak. You're the special advisor. You're meant to advise the president and his office. Tell them the right things to do, how to incorporate technology into our society. And right now, it might be too late to do all of that, but we need to get them out of the bush. We need to. We have gotten to a point where we just calm speech, just interviews, just sending your art out to the audiences, sending your art out to the parents, to whoever you're sending your art out to. We are beyond that now. We need to take action. We need to do something. And for you to say that risking the life of so many Nigerians because of one person that was beheaded is a very insensitive thing to say. You'd have better not said anything than come out to say this you've said. What you've said, duly noted, but in the wrong way. Certainly in the wrong way. Do you have any other thing to say?
Because the moment that principal was beheaded, it's already a call for war.
Mm-hmm.
There's no amount of peace. Like in the United States and other civilized country, if there is an hostage situation, that those terrorists ensure that none of the captives are hurt. Because the moment any of them is hurt, it becomes war. No, there's no peace for the wicked. That's when it turns to war. But in a situation where this was boldly broadcasted, that someone was beheaded from the captive, and then people assist.
It's even taking so long. Like I said, information duly noted, but in the wrong way. There is a way you disseminate information. There's a way you construct your words. You don't just come out and talk bagada like that. The same special advisor came out to say that Ore Road or Ijebu Road is very good. So it doesn't see the hunger Nigerians are talking about. Make we dey chop sand until we chop stone and granite. What exactly are you trying to say? Please, Nigerians, we need to do the right thing for once. PVC registration is going to commence in a week and some days. 28th of this month is another time for you to do the right thing as Nigerians and vote right for once.
Daniel Bwala is the special advisor to the president, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if he thinks like this, how do we expect this guy to advise the president?
Valid question.
Mr. President, please, you need another special advisor because this guy cannot. We cannot expect a better Nigeria with this kind of advisor. Because how do you tell us that do you expect to bomb the whole state, sir? You failed as a special advisor to the president, and that's why Nigeria is in. In fact, we even blame yourself for having Nigeria in this situation that we are.
And you know, on a different thought, when you get to blame someone for a particular reaction or expression, maybe a leader, you tend to look at those people that are more closer to the situation and not the person. People who relate to the president are to be held more accountable than himself. Listen again, I've been speaking about this for months and I will never stop. The chief of defense staff came out to say that these bandits are prodigal sons. These bandits, they are waiting for them to repent so we can recuperate them. Yeah, they have even incorporated so many of them back into society. For a representative of the defense and the military to say that, how serious would you think the president would take it? Of what gravity would you think he would take it? For someone as the special advisor to say he's not saying hunger in Nigeria, his staffs are enjoying, the people in Ore or Ijebu, they are enjoying the infrastructures, the road. What would you think Mr. President would think? He would think we're enjoying, we're just lying that we're suffering.
That is why I
What
said
exactly would he think of the situation? What? And at this point, I think we need to wrap up the show because it's getting more intense right here in the studio between me and my amazing colleague, David. Thank you so much, David, for doing justice to the
thank
said
you very
topic.
much. Thank you very much for having me here. Thank you.
You're welcome. To all our amazing viewers out there, thank you so much for staying with us from the beginning to the end of this amazing edition of the Hot Topic segment on Page by Page. And also don't forget to follow us on all our social media platforms on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, and X. And on YouTube at Romy Royal Media. My name is Gratitude Imokwede.